Hey everybody, Pete Bauer here, and I just returned from the Smarter Artist Summit in Austin, Texas. The Smarter Artist Summit is a summit, a gathering of independent authors that talk about the craft and some of the skills to help you get better at the craft, some of the techniques you can use in marketing and so forth. But probably the most beneficial aspect of it is the community itself of these independent authors. The cool thing, probably the coolest thing about the summit, is that everyone there has different levels, degrees of success, but everybody has come from where, let's say, I am, or if you were to start, you were. Everyone had the day job as a programmer, or worked, in an office somewhere, or was a stay-at-home mom, or whatever. Doesn't matter. The point is that all of them started out where you and I are. So if you were to start writing today and you came to that summit, you would find people that are just where you are a little farther along, or people that are really successful, but totally understand where you are. The cool thing about the independent writing community is that it is not a competition. No more than film is. For example, you don't see Steven Spielberg saying, I don't want any of my fans to watch a Michael Bay film, or vice versa. Right? If you like action movies or thrillers or something, you're going to watch both of them. And the same's true with books. So what's really great about it is that you can get together with thriller writers or romance writers or sci-fi writers or fantasy writers or any combination. And you can get together and talk about the craft, talk about what works for them, what's working for you, some of the challenges you have, and so forth. So from a writing perspective, it's very invigorating, because it kind of allows you to decompress and get the outside world out of your head for a little bit. And then you can just focus on the work of being a writer. And because it's a difficult thing. And oftentimes it's a lonely thing. It's a thing you do all by yourself. So this is the second year they've held the summit. It's hosted by the Sterling and Stone guys, who have their own self-publishing podcast. They've written a crap ton of books, and they've shared their journey all the way through. So it made only sense to them, and gratefully for us, that they would get together and kind of share their expertise and let us learn along the way with them and other guests that they've brought along. One of the coolest things really for me at that conference was two things. There's a couple of authors I got to know last year, 3 or 4 actually, that from this time last year to now, their success has just shot through the roof. Last year they were just starting out or just trying to figure it out, or they had a failed series or had an idea for a book or something like that. And now they're making 6 figures. They're releasing a couple of books, maybe up to 6 books a year. Even one author, she wrote a romance, and it's been insanely successful. So it's just so inspiring and awesome to see people that you know and love, and that they're doing well, doing what they want to do. And I hope next year to be at that point where we can have conversations about the next level of success, the next level of challenges that face you when you reach another milestone in your career. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update. That's where I was last week. It was a lot of fun. It was really exciting. And most of all, it really just, writing, like I've said before, writing can be hard. It really is hard. It's a process, right? It's sitting down and actually writing, not waiting for inspiration, not waiting for that magical moment where everything makes sense in your head, but actually oftentimes forcing the creative process through and finding the nuggets of cool stuff in there. And that can be daunting sometimes, especially when you're struggling with all the day job stuff. So it was great to get away, to come back from that week off and really just focus on the goals that you have as a writer and what you want to achieve. And for me, that's writing these adult thriller series books that I hope to complete 3 this year, as I mentioned last time. So anyway, that's what I've been to, and I'll continue to give you updates on the process of the writing as I go along. But because of the Smarter Artist Summit, my speed has increased, my word count has increased, some of the productivity lessons that I've learned have helped out, and I'm actually taking some training from some people that I met there that will also help me give a little more punch to the story. So I'm very excited about it, and I just wanted to share it with you, and I'll see you guys next time.